Hey folks, how you doing? I'm Tim Black. Welcome to Tim Black TV. It's another shocker. Another celebrity death. Philip Seymour Hoffman, 46, was found dead in his apartment, which was used as a business office in Greenwich Village, New York City. Philip Seymour Hoffman, you will know him from the Oscar that he won for Capote. He played in Mission Impossible as a very ruthless villain, bad guy. He was most recently in The Hunger Games, Catching a Fire. He also played roles in The Big Lebowski. That's how I took notice of him. Also, the talented Mr. Ripley in many other films. Red Dragon, played a screwball, sleazy tabloid dude in Red Dragon with Anthony Hopkins. So anyway, they say that it was a drug overdose, an apparent drug overdose. He was found with a needle in his arm and an envelope of heroin. And all of a sudden, here they come again. These folks are coming out of the woodwork once again with the conspiracy theory, all types of plot lines saying that, Philip Seymour Hoffman has played some roles that were somewhat controversial, particularly the role of Ides of March, where they're saying that it was the Illuminati. Based on his role, the Illuminati wanted him dead, and they injected him to make him look as if he had an overdose, but really, he was marked for death by the Illuminati. You guys with this Illuminati stuff and the whole conspiracy angles on these things that have no facts, you are slimeballs. And I've said that before, and I'm going to keep saying it. And I know I would get more viewers if I agreed with you. I just do not. Look, Philip Seymour Hoffman had a drug problem. He admitted to it back in 2006 during an interview with 60 Minutes. He said he had struggled with drugs, but he had given them up for over 20 years when he was a young man. He admitted to that. He also was in treatment. He had a relapse after 20 years of being sober. And back in May, he checked himself into a rehab facility for, amongst other things, heroin addiction. So, you would think giving that information that would make one pause and not want to play up the death of a person as some type of Illuminati thing to further their business interest or to create a buzz for their shitty analysis work. And I just find it repulsive. I do. So anyway, what do I have to say about this story other than it's a tragedy? Of course, it's a tragedy. It reminds me very much of the Heath Ledger death and how now people are touting Philip Seymour Hoffman as one of the greatest character actors of all time, one of the greatest actors of his generation. And to me, it's really telling about our society and what we do. Okay, and you just kind of know it. That's when they start marching it out. And the fact of the matter is that here in America, we do not treat drug addiction as the illness that it is. We do not treat drug addiction as the demon that these people have to fight. Instead, we criminalize it. Mr. Hoffman was a father of 3. Mr. Hoffman was suffering from drug abuse. Mr. Hoffman was not a criminal. Mr. Hoffman was also not a saint, but Mr. Hoffman was fighting a battle that many people fight every day. And many people lose that battle, and we have in our minds that these people are somehow just out partying, that they're just always rock star. We got this Studio 55? We've got this idea that everyone's just out doing drugs and doing coke like they did in the 70s or the 80s, and that it's just all fun and games. You look at these stories from Lamar Odom, any celebrity that has a drug addiction, Robert Downey Jr. at one time. These people struggle with this. Drugs affect all of us, affect these people in many different ways, and it is a battle to stay clean and sober. There is nothing noble or poignant about dying on the bathroom floor in some apartment due to some type of chemical that you either inhaled, snorted, or shot up with. Nothing noble about it. Folks in his Greenwich Village neighborhood said he was just a regular family guy. They'd see him with his children. He'd be going to coffee shops. He'd be doing regular guy stuff. He was a sweet man. He was a sweet man, and it will be desperately missed. That's what people said who knew him, who saw him and interacted with him daily. And it's not noble. It's just sad.